Why John Cena lost at WrestleMania 39. Did Otis mess his pants? WWE Universe left in splits at KSI revealed during Logan Paul's match at WrestleMania. Logan Paul vs. Seth Rollins, whose WrestleMania entrance captivated fans more. Dominic Mysterio makes disrespectful prison entrance. Roman Reigns drops the WWE Championship ahead of WrestleMania 39. Let's jump right into it. Dominic Mysterio makes disrespectful prison entrance. Dominic Mysterio competed in his first WrestleMania singles match against his father, Rey Mysterio. One of the biggest highlights of their match was their respective entrances. The father and son have been through a whirlwind of emotions over the past year. The duo went from winning the tag team titles to Dom turning on his father and Edge after their match at Clash at the Castle. A few weeks ago proved to be the last straw when the son called his mother a deadbeat on an episode of SmackDown. Dom's actions triggered Rey, forcing him to punch his son in the face and accept his WrestleMania challenge. At WrestleMania, both competitors had unique entrances. Junior Mysterio made his way to the ring in a prison van, accompanied by prison guards. The convict was in handcuffs until the ring and sported a luchador mask. Rey Mysterio, on the other hand, was driven to the ramp in a lowrider by Snoop Dogg. When Mysterio made his entrance in the car, Eddie Guerrero's music was played. Both men created memories that will live forever in the minds of WWE fans for years to come. The father-son duo put on a great match with many WWE superstars involving themselves. The highlight of their match was Bad Bunny snatching a chain away from prison Dom's hands, allowing his father to hit him with the 619 for the win. Dominic Mysterio may have very little to complain about during his rookie year in WWE. He has gotten the opportunity to tag and compete against his father and be a part of one of the major factions and storylines in the form of the Judgment Day. Even though Prison Dom lost his match at the grandest stage of them all, it shouldn't affect his medal, as a report published not too long ago stated that Triple H is a huge fan of his and has plans for him after WrestleMania. What do you think is next for Dominic Mysterio? Let us know in the comments below. WrestleMania 39 teased Aalyah Mysterio's future in WWE. Aalyah Mysterio was at ringside alongside her mother Angie at WrestleMania 39 to witness the match between Dominic and Rey Mysterio. The already personal matchup was made even more so after the rest of the Mysterio family got involved. WrestleMania 39 might have potentially teased Aalyah's potential involvement in the Stanford-based promotion. Earlier in the match, Dominic stole the cup she was holding and tossed the contents to her face. The action angered the youngest Mysterio, prompting her to go over the barricade in an attempt to attack her brother. She wasn't able to do anything more, as Rey Mysterio quickly came to the aid of her daughter. When the Hall of Famer went to Aalyah, Dominic capitalized and attacked Rey. Still, the 25-year-old Mysterio had more up his sleeve for his mother. Dominic returned to ringside and began to insult Angie once again, but the latter finally had enough and slapped Dominic. After a couple more back and forths and the involvement of the likes of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, the 2023 version of LWO, and even Bad Bunny, Rey Mysterio managed to win. After the bout, Damian and Finn aided Dominic backstage. Meanwhile, Aalyah Mysterio and Angie joined the SmackDown star to celebrate his massive victory in the WrestleMania 39 ring. The youngest Mysterio is not new to many WWE fans, making her presence known in 2020 when she was involved in her first storyline. At the time, she was involved in Dominic and Rey's feud against Seth Rollins and Buddy Matthews, also known as Buddy Murphy. Aalyah Mysterio even began an on-screen romantic storyline with the now AEW star. She appeared once more backstage during Rey Mysterio's 20th anniversary celebration on Raw, where she had a physical altercation with Judgment Day member Rhea Ripley. From what it looks like, Aalyah could possibly be thinking of a career inside the ring alongside her father and brother. If that is the case, the 2023 Hall of Famer is more than happy to help her train, like he did with Dominic years ago. She hasn't asked the question, but it's funny you asked me that because my wife, she asked me a couple of days ago. She goes, "What would you say if your daughter came at you and said, 'Dad, I want to become a wrestler?' I said I would be the first one to train her, just like I did with Dom." She said, "No, you wouldn't." I would back her up 100%, said Rey Mysterio. Bad Bunny after 14 months at WrestleMania 39. WrestleMania 39 Night 1 wasn't necessarily filled with returns, but there was one that was not only important, but it made a big difference in the Rey Mysterio vs. Dominic Mysterio match. By now, you would have guessed that it was megastar Bad Bunny, who returned in a commentary role at WrestleMania 39 but did so much more. As you may know, Bad Bunny has had a good relationship with WWE for a couple of years now. His last appearance on WWE TV was all the way back in the 2022 Royal Rumble, when he was one of the last contestants in the match won by Brock Lesnar. Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist in the world, making him a music megastar. A month before his appearance at WWE Backlash in San Juan, Puerto Rico, megastar Bad Bunny returned to WWE WWE TV after 14 months to do commentary in Spanish. But that wasn't all that he did. Bad Bunny would also be the one to stop Dominic Mysterio from using a chain, a move that would have guaranteed him victory against his father Rey Mysterio. The rapper ran out of the commentary table and held the chain before snatching it away. The distraction allowed the Hall of Famer to take advantage and pin his son to get some retribution after months and months of abuse. It was a feel-good moment. What did you think of Bad Bunny's role at WrestleMania 39? Voice your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Logan Paul vs. Seth Rollins, whose WrestleMania entrance captivated fans more. WrestleMania is famous for its incredible wrestling entrances. Night 1 of this year's show is no exception. Nowhere was this more evident than those of Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. The bout between the former WWE champion and the social media megastar was one of the marquee bouts scheduled for Night 1. A high-profile match like that usually comes with elaborate entrances, and this was no exception. So, which entrance got the fans at SoFi Stadium the most hyped? Paul, who was also celebrating his birthday tonight, addressed the massive crowd on a headset microphone. He was also strapped into a harness of a zip line, which he used to make his way to the ring. Also coming to ringside with him was a life-size bottle of Paul's signature Prime energy drink, with a guy in a costume. Rollins' entrance began with the introduction of Jasper Randall, a Los Angeles-based orchestral conductor as well as a composer. Randall led the thousands in attendance in singing Rollins' theme music. The architect then made his appearance wearing a giant red puffy coat. Both entrances excited the crowd, with Logan Paul's stunt reminding viewers of Shawn Michaels' zipline approach to the ring for the main event of WrestleMania XI. Rollins, on the other hand, clearly got the audience more involved, as evidenced by them continuing to sing the theme throughout the match. Regardless of who won the crowd over more before their match, Rollins was able to pick up the win despite outside interference from Paul's fellow social media superstar KSI. While Logan Paul has had a pretty successful career so far in WWE, it also seems to be nearing an end. Reports had surfaced that Paul's WWE contract was almost at an end. After his loss tonight at WrestleMania, it certainly seemed like we might have seen the last of the impulsive podcast host in a WWE ring, at least for a while. However, fans of Paul can possibly rest easy, as reports are that he signed a 2-year extension before the event. WWE knows that Logan certainly draws ratings, and signing him was clearly a no-brainer, presuming that's what actually happened. Paul made his WWE in-ring debut at WrestleMania last year in a tag team match. Since then, he has faced superstars such as The Miz and even fought for the undisputed WWE Universal title against Roman Reigns, albeit unsuccessfully. WWE Universe left in splits at KSI revealed during Logan Paul's match at WrestleMania. Logan Paul faced Seth Rollins in one of the most entertaining matches of Night 1 of WrestleMania 39. The Visionary seemed to be too much for Paul to handle, given he needed KSI's help during the match. The two WWE superstars have been at it for months now, with them finally clashing at WrestleMania. Both wrestlers made unique entrances, with the Prime Energy drink owner making his way through the skies and the former WWE champion having a maestro orchestrate the crowd during his. The atmosphere between the two was hostile from the word go. During their match, when Rollins had the better of Paul, his Prime mascot that escorted him dragged him out of the ring to recuperate. Seconds later, the mascot revealed himself to be Paul's business partner, KSI. Since his appearance, fans have taken to Twitter to share their opinions on the duo's alliance spilling into the WWE and the match between the YouTube star and the Messiah. A few days ago, on the Impulsive podcast, Logan Paul revealed that his WWE contract was coming to an end on the night after WrestleMania. In further interviews, the social media star shared that his contract entailed him to appear at 5 live events and 2 WrestleManias. A report published earlier today suggests that the 28-year-old star has signed an extension with WWE. This should come as no surprise, as he has had a stellar rookie year, entertaining many fans across the globe. Since KSI's alliance with Paul at WrestleMania, few fans wish to see the two tag with each other in the future. KSI is no stranger to throwing down and competing in multiple boxing matches over the years. Do you see KSI having a wrestling career in WWE? Let us know in the comments below. Fans call for Logan Paul to face former NFL star next. Following his match against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 39, fans on Twitter have called for Logan Paul to face former NFL star Pat McAfee next. Tonight, Logan Paul faced off against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 39. Despite Logan only wrestling in a few matches in his career, he was still able to put on an enthralling showing against Rollins tonight. However, the social media megastar could not get the job done, despite help from his friend and business partner KSI. Did Otis mess his pants? Performing at WrestleMania 39 can be nerve-wracking for anyone, and judging by how much Otis was sweating at the show, it certainly proved to be so for the star. Unfortunately, it left quite a few impressions on his wrestling gear that had fans talking for all the wrong reasons. While the star was as entertaining as ever during the WrestleMania show, the reason fans were talking about him was because of the stains on his gear. The star competed in the 4-team Fatal 4-Way WrestleMania Showcase match. Multiple fans were talking about how it looked like the superstar had soiled his gear during the show. Others also noted that the Showcase match showcased more of his sweat than anyone had bargained for. While the moment was certainly an embarrassing one for the star, fans were left laughing at his apparent mishap. The situation was not helped by Titus O'Neil, who was a guest commentator for the match, and repeatedly pointed out how much the superstar was sweating. Whatever the case, Otis certainly had a WrestleMania moment, even though that was not what he was looking for. The Street Profits walked out the winners of the bout after Angelo Dawkins pinned Ricochet. However, fans will certainly remember his match, even if for all the wrong reasons. Why John Cena lost at WrestleMania 39. WWE legend John Cena suffered a disappointing loss at WrestleMania 39 at the hands of Austin Theory in the show's opener. The leader of Cenation challenged the 25-year-old in an attempt to win the United States Championship for the 6th time. Theory started the match in a dominant fashion, grounding his experienced opponent with his offense. The 16-time world champion made a brief comeback, delivering the 5-knuckle shuffle, but the champion escaped the attitude adjustment, knocking out the referee in the process. This allowed Theory to hit a low blow, followed by the Town Down for a shocking win. The Peacemaker star got very little offense in the match and lost in meek fashion. There could be a number of reasons for the megastar losing in this manner. Austin Theory is an up-and-coming wrestler who is in the infancy of his main roster career. He was also Vince McMahon's handpicked superstar. Defeating a star of Cena's stature on the biggest show of the year will undoubtedly give him an incredible amount of credibility moving forward. Moreover, it is well known that John Cena is a busy Hollywood star. Considering his schedule, it is unlikely that he will have the ability to be a full-time champion if he were to win the United States Championship. Cena's lack of in-ring time in recent years and probably rustiness could also be the cause of why the match was structured the way it was. These are some of the likely reasons why John Cena lost at the grandest stage of them all in Los Angeles. John Cena is very rarely seen inside a WWE ring these days. He is a full-time Hollywood star, which doesn't allow him to work as a wrestler very often. Prior to his match against Austin Theory, he last wrestled on the final episode of WWE SmackDown in 2022. He teamed up with Kevin Owens to take on the Bloodline Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. The prizefighter handled a majority of the physicality of the match. He dropped Sami Zayn with a stunner to pick up the win for his team and hand Roman Reigns a rare loss. Roman Reigns drops the WWE Championship ahead of WrestleMania 39. Cody Rhodes and undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns closed out the SmackDown before WrestleMania 39 with an intense stare-down. We now have interesting footage of what happened after SmackDown went off air last night. Roman Reigns will defend his world title against the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes in the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania 39. Ahead of their match, the two stars came face-to-face to close SmackDown, where Reigns demanded Cody to acknowledge him. Interestingly, while closing the show, Reigns only held the WWE Championship instead of both his titles. This led to a lot of interesting discussions and speculation among fans on social media, wondering if it was a spoiler of some sort for this Sunday. After SmackDown went off the air, Reigns dropped the WWE Championship in the ring while making his way out. He then turned around, mocking Cody Rhodes with a surprised look. Paul Heyman was quick to snatch the dropped WWE title from the ring before making his way to the back with the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns is in the middle of a historic and record-breaking world title run. Many have tried, but all have failed to dethrone him. However, as per the latest betting odds, Rhodes could finally be the person to put an end to this and become the new WWE Universal Champion at WrestleMania 39. During his appearance on C-Media with Jimmy Traina podcast, Cody Rhodes was asked if he would feel any extra pressure as the face of the company if he dethroned Roman Reigns. Answering this, Rhodes confidently claimed that he was already the face of the company. This answer might come across extremely dickish. It's the only way I can put it out there, a little more prickly, this answer. I don't think there's any more pressure about potentially being the face of the company because respectfully, I feel like for the last 4 months, I've already been the face of the company. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes is surely going to be a must-see match this coming Sunday at WrestleMania 39. Who do you think is walking out with the titles over their shoulders? Will Cody finish his story or will Roman continue to reign?
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me